Okay. Okay. Getting situated. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back to listen to WCIA Network's philosophy, theory, and channeling while I'm blabbing my mouth. Everything here falls under the copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Everything I show here, talk about, mention, anything that comes out of my mouth, basically, falls under this copyright. It is everything that I do here and say here and breathe on my channel is for the sake of the Summer Wells Missing Children. Period. That's all it's about. I'm only here to shed light on certain areas that I believe to be truly of importance. And I'm not saying or pointing fingers at anyone. I'm not saying this person, that person. I might say it out loud, but I definitely, obviously, I'm it's for entertainment purposes because no one's guilty until they're proven guilty. For those that are here on my channel, that's just what it is. Welcome. You mean subscribe? Yeah, subscribers only. I think that we should just do subscribers only, and that will help you girls out over there. Yeah, I may do that. Okay. Welcome back. All right. So before wait, let me grab my pendulum. 1 second. Okay. I want to hold on to it while I'm doing this read because you guys, we're entering like talking about the pot is stirring like they are mixing it up, man. Okay. So I tried doing a little channeling, right? Earlier today. And I got one message. That was it. I'm like sitting in my quiet, doing my thing. And I hear very loud the word listen. And then I'm like, listen? Listen to what? And that was the message. Listen to nothing. Listen to nothing. Because everything that's being put out there right now is, oh, as I'm talking, the girl, oh, she just had a boy, you guys. Oh, it's a boy. Okay, so my specialty is fertility patients, right? I'm just really good at it. I give a schedule. I know when you should do it, not do it, blah, blah, blah. This, one of my daughter's roommates had a very hard time getting pregnant. I'm like, would you just let me make you a potion? This was right in the beginning of when I started doing this. I'm like, let me make you a little potion. All I need to know is the first day of your last period. That's it. And I'm like, and then you must follow my instructions. She's like, and she gets instructions and she's like, I don't know. I think we should do it every day right up to, I said, no, follow my instructions. She got pregnant. And I wrote on the back of the piece of paper, I'm waiting to see the weight. I wrote on the back of the piece of paper, a boy or a girl. It's a boy. Anyways, that is way off topic, but as we're sitting here, that's what just happened. All right. Anyways, my angel said to me, don't listen to anything. Because anything you listen to, you can't trust anyone. Because right now, if you have noticed, there's certain people, they're kind of dropping off the grid. Now, they might be dropping off the grid for their own personal reasons. But here at WCIA Network, I do give a reading and give my opinion on what I really see through what I'm told. So what I was told was that everyone is they're under a demand to stand down. They were told to stand down. Whatever their excuse is, they're sort of standing down. They're standing down. All of them. So if you sit back, you could be intuitives too. If you sit back and turn on YouTube, don't do anything. Just turn your YouTube on, put in Summer Moon Wells, and then put search. Don't do anything, just sit back and look at your screen. And you will feel, if you take the moment, you will feel the feeling of like, and they're standing down and they're standing back. And that's what they're doing because they are being told to. They're being told to. Let me turn this on and go in my office. Hold on. 1 second. I'm moving because the dogs are going to bark once they start this stuff. Dogs are very sensitive, you guys. So they're going to give all different reasons for standing down. And interestingly enough, when you watch your screen, think about how are they all related to each other? Like, how is it that there is, if you look back and say there's just one pretty big group of YouTubers that are taking hold of particular conversations. They're the ones that are taking hold of those conversations. If you were to write down a piece of paper, let's see, I would say 5 to 7 channels that you feel is involved in the Summer Wells missing children. And then if you look at that piece of paper, you will notice that they get the most traction. They get most viewers. They're making the most money. Is it possible that this group created that so they could all just make money together? That's part of what they do during this process? That's their moneymaker? And they help each other and they play off each other's drama, but yet they really don't mean it? Because I'm telling you now, Benny Keys never meant any harm to Ernie. I think he loves Ernie. Every time I looked in his eyes when he was talking about Ernie, I couldn't even take him seriously because I had to keep laughing. I'm like, this is such bullshit. You freaking love that guy's ass. Literally. So I think the more one of the YouTubers bitch about the other, it's a planned thing, you guys. It's so obvious. It's a planned thing. So I just keep coming back to the same people. It's a script. They're following their cookie cutter. They're following what they need to do, what they need to say, but it's within the script of their purpose. You know? And the only reason I kept looking at particular people is because that was the person of that they were going to pick on for the next 4 days. But really what the things that they said during them picking on them, I use those as a message, gifts of information. Gifts of information because they did it all the time. They did it all the time. So I keep just being pulled back to particular videos. Now understand that the videos and the information I'm showing today is because, again, I was working on a different PDF and my angels have something else for me to do. Oh, yeah. So here I'm going to show, and you're going to see faces, but they're all deep faked. And I can tell you something, in this video that I'm going back to, she doesn't have it up anymore. It was taken down. She took it down. I mean, we didn't. There's so many different faces in the video that it's not just one face. So I'm not even talking about anyone in particular. Even though she has the video, it's not about the person that you see. Don't go into the drama of whose face it is. Oh, who is that? That looks like so-and-so. Wow. There's about 10 frames in one, and so there's a lot of faces that are put in there. We don't know what's true. We don't know what's false, right? So that's not fair to pass judgment. So don't fall into, oh my God, that person, does she know that her face is on, WCIA? Well, it's not about her face because everyone knows that there's deep fakes over faces. I know they did that with Benny's. I know they did. And I know that they did it within Trisha's, like this one. So it's not about the person. It's not about the person. It's not about bringing harm to anyone. It's about showing you the hidden children within the videos. It's about looking at the details of elements of information that will find the Summerwell's missing children. Again, I spoke to Fruitland today. People have traction on this. It has a lot of traction. So I am for sure going to follow this up. I'm going to put up the PDF that I sent to explain, because they are getting a lot of traction on the Michael Vaughn. And I think it's due to the YouTube society, YouTube group here. I mean, hats off to all of us. I mean, that's the reason we're here, you guys. It's not to... I don't care what happens to these adults. It's not about that. It's about looking at a little child's face and knowing that they're found. Everything else is noise. Everything else is noise. Everything else could be created. Everything else could be deep faked. It all can be. It's about finding the Summerwell's missing children. Like I do know that I had this picture up. Let me look at this picture up yesterday. Let's see, where is it? It's the one with everyone in it. That it's marked February 1st. But the reason it's marked February 1st, 2021, I said, was because that's when this person posted it, and she had no posts past that year. And it wasn't snowing or anything else, so I took that date from when she took it. But here's the interesting information. It's not about the date. It's not about who's in it. It's not about sticking up why you're in it. The point is, if someone is going to come back and talk about the date it was put up, listen to this. The date that it was put up, or talk about why someone would have put that up and said a lie about the date. If someone who is so interested in helping solve the case of the Summerwell's missing children, they would look at that photo and be like, oh, wow, she's right. Look at that. I am with the young girl's mother who was with Summerwell's the night before she went missing. Why is it that I haven't said that before? Why haven't I brought her up on panel or all the information and stuff that you're doing? No. The question was, why are you in a picture with Marlena, who's the mother of the child that was with Summer the night before? And you still haven't answered anything about her, how you know her, why you were there together, but yet you're on the property searching, but you haven't asked her a damn question that we all could hear the answer to. That's the question, my friend. Over at that channel. That's my question. It's not about the picture. It's not about when it was taken. It's not about when it was taken. It's about the fact that you're in a photo that has a lot of people in it of that here it is. It says February 1st. So if they're going to discuss, the only thing they're going to discuss is this was taken, did you say October or December? I don't know. But the whole entire point of this is why, two things. Why do you have that on your shirt? Another thing. Why is it that you haven't taken the opportunity to discuss with that Melina who has a thing hanging from her ear? What you saw Summer Moon Wells the night before? Your daughter was with her. Please tell us what was going on. What was in your nothing. Nothing. That's what's particularly interesting to me and sits out. I don't give a rat's ass when this picture was taken. And you do have a phone in your hand, and you did go missing for exactly when those phones were brought up in conversation. You kind of have a phone in your hand in this one. You were gone from YouTube. So you are the ones who are looking into a lot of other things too, which is fabulous. I don't know you, but it is my job. And my job here is to make sure I give whatever information that comes forth to me to show to others for the sake of the missing children. So if you could say, oh yeah, that was the lady, you know what, you guys, yeah, that was a lady whose daughter was Summer Moon the night before she went missing, but she doesn't want me to say anything. Like, who's the one standing next to you? That's the information you should be giving if, in fact, we're all here to find the missing children. What I'm saying is it seems as if everyone has a role, like in a detective movie, like who's who? Who's who? That was the point of me putting it out there, you guys. That's the point of putting it out there, because it's not about when the picture was taken. So wait, let me put this back up. So when you hear them spending 3 hours backing up why they were gone on YouTube, no one gives a shit. And here's the deal. You really don't have to explain to anyone unless you feel like you need to give them an explanation. I'm going to be like, I took some personal time. Fuck it. Not a whole entire schedule of the cat did that. Someone passed away. Like, really? That's what's peculiar, the two of you. I'm much older than you, so that's why. It's not about when the picture is taken. It's about you have been involved in this case since the beginning, so you should know that that lady has some really good information to give. We know even when Don Wells took a shit, you would know that. So that's what it's about. And it's about all the stuff hanging from your guys' necks. So those are the questions to answer, not, wow, that was posted in 2021. Who cares? Who cares? All right. I went back to this video because I saw an interesting piece of machinery and I had to go back to these. These are some screenshots. It's very interesting. I'm going to play all the videos again, but there's a handful of these that look just like this lady. Maybe that's why, they needed to match faces because they both needed skinny faces. I don't know, but this face, that's why I said I don't know who's in these. So it's not fair to say because I'm not passing judgment on anyone. The truth is, the point of this whole thing is something's going on here in the video. These photos come from the video. I'm going to show you the video, but I just wanted to show a few photos first. They get very pixelated, but there are a lot of people in her video. There are couples. I mean, it's, this is why I sent everything back again to the TBI. I'm like, it's falling apart. These videos are falling apart. And that is the reason it's very crucial for me to show them And it's got nothing to do about the drama of who's in it. So don't fall into that conversation of, I can't believe she's putting her. I mean, first of all, you can't see any faces because there's so many different frames. The point of this video is to find the Summerwell's missing children because I feel as if they're in here. Part of the situation is done through this process. I mean, you could tell this is not a normal, this isn't normal stuff to have within a video. What page is this? Page 6. Wait, let me start from video 1. Let me see. So I'm going to play a few different one of these, how it doesn't even look like who you think it is. But there's so many different layers in here. But I do see teenagers and children and couples. And that is why I really had to bring it back to the TBI's attention. I don't know who that is, obviously, but the information that comes through in here has nothing to do with, you know, see the bottom left-hand corner right there? It's like two people in one of those tins. Like, this has nothing to do with someone standing in the corner of a room having a conversation. See all those frames in there? That's what I want to show you. You could see them. They're right in there. It just, the editing of it sucks, so it's falling apart. See those, all those little ones are hidden behind the big one. This is a great example. See? Those are all hidden frames. And the one of, when the whatever is in there in the middle that's black like that, the one that usually comes right after it is a sliver of the truth. It's really hard to get. Like that is a sliver of what's going on in that room. It's you watching the bottom, the little one on the bottom gives you most of the truth, you know, closer to the truth because you could see it many a times. And all of this fits within the storyboard. They're paired up. They're paired up and they're always with, see all those frames in there? So those frames, her face is covering up the true face. So the truth that's going on within this video isn't what you think it is. There. Look at the bottom left-hand corner. This is called deep fake. This is called deep fake. So the ones that are new here, this is all I do with the Summerwell's Missing Children, because each and every one of them falls within deep fakes. And you could tell the layers are there just by looking at the little box of how many are in there. See? See all those? So this is why I really wanted them to go look at this location and dig underground now 2 weeks ago. Look at all those, see all those layers? Look at that. But somewhere in there is a full, clear face. Somewhere in there. See? And she's doing that thing to the, see, it's like right in there. She's doing that thing to the eyeball. Not she. I mean, we don't know who that is, you guys. It happens to be on her channel, but this is all so messed with, and it's been done very badly. See, it's right in there. Like right there. This is the sliver of the closest truth. It's hidden, but truth is going to prevail. So these videos are falling apart because truth is going to prevail. And I don't know what the authorities are waiting for. You guys, thank you so much. I'm getting everyone's emails. And you're helping me tremendously. I use and add it to my investigation. I send it into the authorities because I have 2 different people I'm working with. More than that, but other places. But the more that sends it in, the better it is. Okay. So it's all within here because there's so many layers. Okay, we got this part. I don't know who that is, but if you watch in the bottom left corner, it kind of shows you the machine. That's the machine in there that someone's laying on. See, it's right in there, that big, bright one. See, it looks like a man, 2 women, other people. Let me move this one. I just have a bunch of different clips because there's certain images I want you guys to see, and this is one of them because it's the face. It's always covered in white. It's right there in between the bars. That's the head laying on that holder that goes underground. That's over a hole in the ground. I've already done my channeling on this. So when I say this is what it is, it's only because I've been told that. Nothing is true, obviously, until proven. But these people are laying, see, it's right in there. She's sitting up. I mean, these videos, this is what these videos look like. And I'm coming back to them because I really do believe there's certain people that will be able to help find the missing children. I think that the YouTube players are really obvious who's playing together in the sandbox. They're all playing together. They're keeping each other safe. And the quietness tells much more than when people are on channel. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. That's the head. It's obviously someone we don't know, but he has a big buckle on like Ernie. He's got that big buckle on him. Take a picture of this. So the people are protecting each other. They're protecting each other. And what you're looking at here is their purpose. It's their purpose. You know? And we don't know who this is. We're putting blame on nobody. We don't know who this is, you guys. It's very important that you hear me so no one gets bullied and no one gets pointed at. You know? It is possible that people do get targeted. We got to give people the benefit of the doubt. It is possible that people do get targeted for this. So this happens to be evidence that is very crucial to understand in order to find the missing children. And this is, to me, information within a video that's deepfaked. So to me, this is a video of importance to the TBI to help the case. So if I was the person that had this video and they knew I have sent this in now 3 times, in order to show your innocence, I would suggest calling TBI and saying, you know what, here's the videos, and try to see who really did play with my stuff. Because you say it all the time, people play with the stuff. So this would be a great opportunity to just figure out who did this to your stuff. Look at this. It's got heads in it. I'd be really pissed off if I were you. I'd be so pissed off to the point where I would give these videos to the correct authorities so they could figure out where the children are. It's very simple. It's a very simple process. It's not too complicated to do. So, no one's here. So don't turn it into a fake bullying thing. Definitely go tell the authorities what I posted. You really should be like, someone fucked with my stuff, and show it to them. You could be the hero. You could find the missing children if they take you seriously. So that would be my showering you with love information that goes along with these videos. And that's as far as I could go with that. Because these are they have a lot of information. I have a lot of information here I could keep showing, but I really don't think it's necessary because this is super obvious, right? Those are the things that go between your head. See, the problem is we've all seen this stuff for a long time. For a long time. This is underground. That's underground, you guys. It's underground. See, that's right between the deep fake. So this lies in between the deep fake they placed on it to cover this stuff up. See, when you go like that, you could see those are the layers in there, see? And they're all put in there for a reason. And the reason that it's put in there is to allow the first layer to be seen by the dark deep web, or by the purchaser, or by the predator, whatever. And then they layer everything else above this. See how it's all layered? So it's built that way. See how it's layered? See how there's all different faces in there? But the problem is if you start to suck at what you do and you can't get this shit done right, and your editor messes up, and someone knows what layers look like and how to get into them, they're fucked. They're fucked. Because once it loosens, like, see how this is all loosens and there's a lot of stuff in here? See that? See how all of a sudden she's laying in a hole with her head? See the person's face above it? His head's wrapped in bandage. See that? So the problem is, once this stuff starts to reveal itself, it kind of doesn't stop. And that sucks for them, right? Whoever put it in there. It doesn't have to be the one who owns the video. If it's not the one who owns the video, all they need to do is go report this. Like, if someone did this to my video, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to kill the motherfucker who put it up there. I'd be like, holy shit, TBI, someone's, look at these videos and look what's in them. It's me underground. With 10 different faces in a cell with all matching elements. What do you want me to do about it? Well, I think they'd pretty much help you out. Look at these photos. They would pretty much help you out. See, it's the bright ones. They have a very steady hand. My God, it so looks like that girl. Cher. But then again, it could be anyone, because like Cher is such a skinny face. And you know what? This girl did for a while too. For a reason, I'm sure. So this is this video. I'm going to stop with this because, folks, we have another one. Okay, so this is really crappy, right? So this was that. So that gives a lot of information that I thought the authorities needed. And I sent that in with the Michael Vaughn information because I believe that they're together, right? I believe that these guys are together. So let me get this off and put back on my PDF, page 6. So I knew that that would take a little bit, but it's super important. There's certain things I'm going to just keep going back to, like crazy shit like this. And the reason I'm pulled to it, like anyone could do this on the internet and no one would give a shit, right? But when the YouTube community that is working together to solve a Summer Wells missing children's case, and this is on there, it's a little different than just anyone, because there are particular people that create more drama than others. I put the next thing I wanted to talk about was the equipment. So I just showed you that piece because one of my major bingo chips I have is that one. It's information that I could get from that. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about that I know is done and it is what it is and it's not going to change is the machinery and the engine or whatever it is they use is all hidden within their junk, within their junk of shit. So, if you think back, this is from the beginning. I know people said, "Oh, we don't know about a green truck," but they do. They show buying a green truck, and they've showed the green truck on their property before. I'm going back to particular trucks that were no longer there. This green truck is very interesting to me because they have so many pictures of it in the same location. But I know, looking back at this case and working on it for so very long, that when they take a photo, like a photo shoot of the same thing, they're not taking a photo of the item. What they're doing is they need to have photos and information on what's behind them. It's not about what's in front of them. It's the very small bit of information that they need. You know, like that keeps moving. Like, so let's say you think nothing's moving in the shot, but it does. For instance, this one here, what moves around is this bike and whatever is holding up the car. So what I look for that's got to be important are which cars are elevated. Things are going up and things are going down. Things are going up, things are going on a track, things are going down, they're moving. But what's interesting is, which no one has talked about, and I have brought this up before, right in the beginning I said to TV, you've got, and you know, a lot of us did, you need to dig under the cars, you need to look under the cars. Like, they have holes in the ground. I've showed the holes in the ground. A lot of people have. It's not like new. But this green truck is right over a particular hole that's bringing out and has to do with the Maroon Box, which I've never seen on the Wells property like this before. So I don't know if this is their property. They have a couple things here that weren't here before. These two trucks are the ones that I think hide things. Like, I feel like the green thing next to it, I'm going to crop it again. Let's see if I have it here. Paste. No, that's the wrong one. Wait. Let me show you. This tent why can't you see it in this picture? Is it in the next picture? No. Oh, there it is. The tent on the left-hand side is what really stopped me, because the tent, again, is now connected to whatever that green truck is. That one, again, has like no wheels and it's over a hole in the ground. So this, to me, I've never really stopped to look at. And the one element that is in here that it's a first for me to even see it. Take a picture, wait. Oh, wait. It's hard to maneuver this. Oh, here we go. Is the Maroon Box. And this there's something about these trucks. I believe that these I really, really, truly believe that the authorities missed it. Just like they missed it at the Watts case. This is the Maroon Box. And I just don't understand how they haven't even looked through this property. This Maroon Box is really what we've been following, you guys. This is what we've been following. At least I've been following this Maroon Box. It's right there. This is the whole entire scene. This is the same scene that I sent over. I showed you guys where they were pouring cement. They have the box. They have all the junk around them. They have a motor. They have a hole in the ground. They have cars on tracks. This is oops, I keep going over here. This is the first time that I really felt the connection of where is this on the Wells home. And I know there's other stuff in there, but I'm not going to get into the reflection. Now, I keep going back to this pond. I don't even know where this is or what it is, but this pond, let me show you, if anyone could tell me where this pond is. This pond and this duck sitting right there is, I don't know. This particular pond, if the authorities ever listened to me, I wanted to just put that out there. This would be a place to check out. This would be a place. This is what I never really revisited with you guys. I go back to particular, people say, oh, I thought she's just psychic work, blah, blah, blah. I'm told certain information that I need to go back to. That's why it takes so long, because I usually never know where to find it. Like if during my channeling someone says, find the new wood. I know all the pictures, so I know where to find the new wood, and then basically look at it and listen to see if I hear a story, and sometimes I don't at all. But I put together a lot of Tim Mullen's words that he talks a lot in his videos. His videos really give the story of understanding what's going on. He shows the new wood many times, new wood, and it is this color, and it looks like this. When I go through these photos again from Grandis and the kids, it's pretty crystal clear that this wouldn't be a photo. This wouldn't be a situation that would be happening in the middle of a park, right? And you could see why. Why is because you're not going to find in the middle of the park just a random person cutting a piece of new wood and layering it over old wood. This wood thing is such a huge part of their system, and the tree trunks of trees and flowers and rocks and minerals. But this wood, this is a sheet of wood, you guys. And what they're doing is they're showing how to put it they're cutting this. They're cutting it. It's new wood. So I don't know where this park is, but this is Grandis is with the children, and they're using this cutter, and I could hear it in my head. I feel like this is the cutter that we hear over and over. Over and over, I could hear it like this. Like, I'd love to know where this is. So this was what I never went back over with you guys. Because she has that shirt on and she has those little things in her head, that's when I stopped to look at the photos here, and they're pretty. They show a lot of information as if they're working on this with the machines, that they're not just visiting it, they're using the machine. Grandis is using the cutter. She's using it. So when you look all the way in the background, you see big things of hay, which of course is normal of where they are. That's a normal thing. But let me show you when you look closer, and I've showed this to you guys before, but I'm going back to elements that I really think are important to recognize, and so when you see it, you understand it, you know. Wait, where is it? Oh, here. That you understand it. So if you see photos like this in someone else's YouTube channel and they have like a big cutter like this and you see something's fishy, I would just grab the photo. See, she's working. And this is so, at first when I saw these photos in the beginning, I'm like, oh, that's cute. They went to like a park that has old machinery and they're just checking it out. They're not just checking it out. She is running water back there and they are working on the machines that are, I believe, on one of the farms. This isn't at a site that you just stop and use public machinery. They're working it. They're doing something with the wood pieces. And you know, certain things come back to me so much louder because I'm supposed to really stop and pay attention and not pass it by and just say, "Oh, look, they're cutting wood." So it's told to me, you get your ass back to this piece of information and look to see what it looks like. She's standing with someone that is helping her or bleeding, one of the two. But whichever farm has this, that would be the farm I'm going to hone into. Because right now, I have about 3 farms on my list. I have about 3 farms. So those are the 3 farms that I sent in. But I really think that the farms just kind of work together on some foundation that they all do the same thing. I don't know. I'm still collecting my pictures for the PETA, PETA. Right, she's working. And there's a lot going on in this picture. So this machinery, if anyone ever sees it over there at a farm you're at, take a closer look, see what you see. I would definitely take a closer look. Let me show you what's behind that door. Wait, let me brighten it up. All right. So you don't just look at, if you're looking at photos to find some kind of information or element, you have to go into a door or all the way in the back in the darkest circle, in the darkest area, just to see if you see something, it really kind of looks, again, they're making those white boxes in the back. It's the same thing. But there's an agenda going on here, you guys. You know, there are no new people that are going to be introduced to the missing Summer Wells children. The people that could give us information and solve this and find the children are all here. They have been from the beginning. They're listening, they're on YouTube, and that's all you need. I think that we have the correct community that has the craziest information, but yet they're turning it into drama instead of turning it into evidence. So here's the box, a closer look at the box. It's not a refrigerator. The elements that they've shown since day one was the bathtub, that box, and the tractor. Those elements that you see here smushed together is what appears together in a grouping in every other situation that I have pointed out that something's going on, that a killing is going on. And this trailer, this white piece of trailer, this smaller one, goes with them too. I really never noticed that they had that. Never noticed that they had that size. See how the car is lifted. This blue car is completely somewhere else on their land. This, obviously they move things around, but it's how they build the car up. And within all photos, you guys notice it's always taking pictures of under the truck. It's not like he works under the truck all day and Candace follows Don and takes photos of the truck. It doesn't work that way. This is part of where we would find the Summer Wells missing children. It's going to be underground, tunnel to tunnel, end to end. And it starts on their property. I'm never going to pull away from dig on their property. Everything within this picture moves around and turns and twists, and that trailer, those piece of items follow you guys. So put it this way, that little tractor thing with that snow cone wheel, the tub, the trailer, the blue car, that fake refrigerator is in all the photos with the children. We need to follow the junk. They have it hidden within their shit. That's pretty smart, but I'm telling you, hands down. And I've seen other cases where, whose was it? Harmony's, Serenity's, one of them were in the interview, or it was one of the cops going through their houses. He's like, and they had no heat. And look at this strange, and he says on the channel, whatever news station, like, look at this strange thing he has built in the backyard. I'm looking at it like, that's the fucking machine. Like, I knew it was the machine. But it was like sitting in his backyard, and it was just like what we see here. It's on one of those like buggy-like things. But that's what we're looking at. Don't think for a second they're taking pictures of their kids. Candace's property needs to be searched correctly. That tub is going down into something, you see. And that's a full tub, but the tub is leaning into something, you guys. You see that? It's leaning down. See how the tub's moving? The tub is down in the ground. That's the shed. Probably behind it. The tub shouldn't be going in the ground. Do y'all see that? There's the tub. And all the elements in the back are moving. So what's next to this boat here? Now, this green truck has the items that I believe they use to transfer things. So I'm wondering if this green truck is the one that they're calling the red truck. Copy. So this truck is what I always see in my third eye, right? What you see in the back, that silvery thing, again, this is on the Wells property, and that silvery bucket is the same bucket that I have been following. They have it as like something at the lollipop. I don't know what they have it as, like an urn. And when in the back of the red truck, I'm going to show you this right now. The back of the red truck has the same thing. Now theirs is still red. So to me, this was the same thing. This is the green truck, and that's supposedly a red truck. There's no difference. And I'm showing this to you not because I think the case is going to be solved with this. But this is all goes back to the Wells property. This goes back to all the Wells vehicles, all of their stuff. This is that. There's no difference. And this is a green and black truck. Kind of like the same look. And then what it has in the back is that metal box that I said they use. So it really does, it is coming like more of a full circle, basically. Now look at the tub. Look how the machine is right under the tub. Wait, let me see if I put a picture of it all together. No. Let me put this all next to each other. So now the light is on at the tub. The light's on. And there's a little girl in blonde hair all the way in the back, not to say it's summer, but the light's on and the tub is in the ground. So it's stuff like this that gets very frustrating. Very, very frustrating that I keep showing the same thing, right? And it's not really being taken into consideration. Now, if you saw this again on anybody else's normal property, you'd be like, who cares? But it's not who cares. Because these people's child is missing, and the same machinery keeps showing up in the same situation, Here, I'm going to show you how it moves. And when you're trying to prove a point that this is the machinery, it's kind of important. Let me cut this. It's kind of important. And there are a lot of people that are really going into a spin. Oh, don't forget to give me thumbs up. Thumbs up, and to subscribe if you haven't. So this machine is connected to the bottom. Can't see it in this one. To the bottom of the tub. So it's being used for something. And then that tub the tub has been in every photo I have taken. Every photo I have taken of them in the bed, there's the freaking tub. And they use the tub for many parts of their situation, of their purpose. But this time, when you look back, and it's like, thank you guys, and it's like been 9 months, it becomes much more obvious what's what and what to look at and who's the guilty and who are the ones that are fearful of being busted. So I feel your pain, those that are going through particular pain because they don't know what their lives are going to bring. So you all are spinning and freaking out and surfing from channel to channel to try to make yourselves feel good. See how it's under there. That tub is going underground. So to the authorities, you all want to do something every day, send something to TBI, is to take, say, it's not far-fetched, you guys. These are the elements. The tub is going underground. It's connected to a machine that has a motor that is being shown on all of the farms, and at Grandis is family reunion, and now in the place that Candace decides to take video of them dropping heads. I mean, seriously. Anyways, for those who are uncomfortable, I get it. You have to find a way to feel comfortable with what's going on. So this is the junk that they use again. And this is the video that Grandis has of that helicopter thing. But she uses a lot of junk to cover her stuff up. It's the same stuff that she's using. For those who haven't seen him before, this is the buggy, and the buggy that comes from different situations. Okay, so no rhyme and reason right now. This is taken from one of the farms. One of the farm's older father has this in his reflection of his sunglasses. Give those thumbs up. Yeah, I feel sorry for is this subscriber only? Are we on subscriber only in chat? I want subscription, people that have subscribed only here. This is from the farm that I sent in, and I am very concerned that they have children here. The pictures to me tell me that they are pulling. There is a lot of mud involved. There's water, there's mud. and they're going to remote locations that they could just do whatever they want to do. The reason I'm showing that reflection in his glasses, what do you guys see in there? Is because it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. And the photo to the left, I'm just trying to show different photos without showing anyone's faces. There are many, many, many photos that people are being pulled through the mud. Now, I'm not going to put all those up here because truthfully, it will just start a bunch of conversation that's not needed because, oh, that's what they do. They, whatever. The reason I pull these over is because they match with something and I'm being told to stop and grab it. It's because they match with my philosophy. And trust me, this person's hand is no longer with us. Now, I know this just looks like pulling cars out of the mud. It might be. It might be. It might be just so dumb for me to be showing this to you. But it's the image in the middle. It's the image that's coming out of the water. I don't care about the trucks. I don't care about the trucks. Those could be deep faked in there. I don't give a crap about the trucks. It's this. It's that heart. It's the hearts. Everything else can be completely deep faked over the truth, and the truth lies right in the middle. Do you understand? The truth lies right in the middle. Let's see. So like this. So when they want to play with you and have you not look at the right stuff, they're going to put lots of fun information. But this is the one that means the most. That shouldn't be there. So many of the photos from these farms are using their tractors, they're using the mud, the hay, the animals, the barns as a wonderful cover-up. And how I explained it to the authorities was just like that. That you have to look deeper and farther than what your eye is showing you. Like this child. And that man that's pulling the water out has the same heart thing by his foot, and it's coming out of his shorts. So it's like refocusing your eye to look at what's important and not look at what they're trying to bring your eye to. So after I showed you that big heart, this is it. This is a piece of it. Let me show you. So when you put this all together, it's not a normal situation. That's whatever that is, it doesn't matter. This is what shows up when there's death. This is what shows up at the end of their purpose. This is what shows up on bodies. And it's devastating that it's continuing. Here, I'll show you a close-up of the child's hand. This is from either Fender Farm or Benton Farm. They all actually have the same freaking photos. I mean, there's no difference. Here, I'll show you a close-up of this child. There's no difference. This is at your local farm. This is your local farming place that kids go to pick pumpkins, go on hay rides. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm hoping the authorities really come to bat. The silver box that I just told you, it was in that, let me open it up. The silver box that's in the back of the truck. Let's go back to that. Which I believe is one of the very last hurrahs. Now, this silver bag also has the black window in it, okay? I think these are the same thing, right? This, according to this person, was taken the weekend before Summer went missing. The weekend before Summer went missing. Two things. It matches the boxes that are traveling. That I've showed, the green boxes traveling illegally. They match up to the Watts, they match up to Summer, they match up to Michael, they match up to, here, I'll show you. They match up, oh man. They match up to, let me show you, I have a picture here. Edit, copy. The boxes, whoops, why won't this go out? And they wind up wrapped in silver, like just in silver. All the boxes are the same. This silver box was in the back seat of this person's car that videotaped it, supposedly. Now, mind you, there's lots of deep fakes. People could be deep faking it. But this is what the picture winds up being in the back seat of a video that was going over where's Summer the week before she went missing. To me, this is where she was the night before she went missing. I'm sorry. The video is about the upside down house. It's a lot more than an upside down house. So I went back to this because I do this because I put things to the side and talk about them. Many times after I talk about them, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And a lot of times it comes together now. So this silver box to me is what they put in the back of the trucks. And they go on the silver things. And Wherever they take them, they take them. We don't know if they're organs. We don't know what they are. But there's no way that this would be, I will show you the video, that this would be discussed as this is where Summer was the last week before she went missing. Now I will play you the little video. And I will play it and stop it so you could tell. See how it changes? That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So this is really, right here is really to me what it looks like. And that's why those cans go on, that's why those cans go on top. I don't know what they're doing with the damn cans, but to me, this is part of the process, and it's all coming from the same person's videos. And maybe she is being set up. We don't know. But again, I would use this as evidence. I would use this as evidence. It's the silver box. These are the boxes that get moved internationally with these kids, and they wind up at the train station. I mean, it's all in there. This will probably be the next video that will be taken down. Because if you just play it slow, like she has it, you'll get the what's going on in the back seat. You know, what's going on in the back seat isn't really what it's intended to be shown to us, basically. But you could see those are the coils. You know, all those coils like, and that's obviously the strap. That's the green strap. And that's the color the strap actually is. So this is the back seat. Week before Summer Moon went missing. Look at that. To me, this is the final box that gets sold and dumped or whatever they do. It gets sold. Because this is a silver box. This is like the same silver box that we saw in Tim Mullen's trunk with the money bag on top I showed you. That money bag. Let me plug this in. Look at my thumbs up. That's so cool. What do you guys think of this? I'm opening chat. What do you think? Notice the things this is going to cause, right? All right, let me move this along here. See if we could get a real clear photo of the box. See? It's pretty clear, right? I would take a picture. You could see the straps perfectly that's holding the box together. This is looking like one. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa Gale. Let me grab my phone. I want to take a photo of this also. All right, let me take a photo of this. Yeah, this is getting pretty close to, very close. It's a silver box, and this is crucial because this was the week before she went missing. I personally think she was missing, and oh, look what's happening now to it. Take photos. One second. Let's move this. So this video goes with the upside down house, but I'm more interested in what's in the back seat of the car. Right? Especially what's right in there. Oh, you could actually see the heart. See it coming out? It's getting pretty clear. So look at the photo in the left-hand corner. You could see the little hearts with the sticks. This, you guys, I'm going to put this down as a bingo chip. This is the box in movement. I could tell you that right now. This is the box in movement. You know why? Because the hearts are all right there, and see how the clear box matches up with the middle? When you could align it correctly and there's nothing covering it, that's how you know you have a really good frame. And this is a really good frame of the box. And to me, it's an organ or something because it's in like one of those boxes that keeps it warm or cold. Do y'all see that? If she's saying that this is Summer Wells the week before she went missing, is it? Is it really? Or is this what went to Tim Mullen's trunk of his car and then he got some money on it? Oh, it just changed a little. See, watch the corner. Watch the one on the bottom. See how that's the one that changes? So most likely, if those words weren't there, we'd be able to see the hearts. We'd be looking at the hearts in there, but they're kind of covered by the words. And it gets a little dark, but that's what's on the bottom. Let's see. Huh. Hey, at least I'm not showing any other children. I'm not showing anyone's families. I'm just showing elements that could possibly really help in this case, you guys. Something's behind there. See all that stuff that's in there? Oh, wow. That took a shift. That I haven't seen this one before. See, there's always stuff hiding in there that I have no idea about until it pops up like this. Like that looks like a whole different scene, right? Okay. Weird. So this is underneath the original layer. This is somewhere, this is underneath it. Is someone laying down. That's obviously a head laying down. That's what it is. Look at all that stuff in there. Jesus. Huh. Is this the only movie I have of this? Let me see. I know I have a lot of them, but... Well, that's this. What's this one? Let's see. Oh, this one... This is just a little brighter. Oh, thank you, Amy. Look at that. Thank you, Amy, for the super chat. Thank you. So appreciated. Oh, and whoever has gotten those sand things I make, they ship on my website. What is this? This looks like a body part. Oh, this is in the car. The car. Oh, interesting. Shows it's so weird. Well, it's definitely silver. Look at that. That's the silver bag. That's a pretty good close-up. It's definitely a silver bag. And those are the jugs. See that? The white jugs? The hell? Well, it definitely changed, makes shifts, that's for sure. Like this, whatever's between this right here is a sliver of the truth, right here. So if I could get this to become clearer, you will really see what's going on here. And it will really change direction. Because this is the brightest in between so many frames. This is the brightest. Oh my God. So is that what's in there? It's telling us that it's in that the head is in here. That's what it's telling us. That the can is the head. Maybe that's what they use. Maybe that's what they use Mountain Dew for. So the can is covering the head. And the head is on the silver, in the silver bag. That's what it's telling us, you guys. I'm just going by, literally, I'm going by the layering. What the layering looks like. This is what the layering looks like. See? So when I push my finger back down, the can disappears. It becomes the head on the silver thing. That's what it is. See? it's the whole story. Like they put a whole story in like a frame. You know, the whole story pops into a frame, and then from there is where they change everything up. See that? This time they used a Red Bull. Maybe for summer they used um, Mountain Dew. I don't know. But this isn't normal. Right, guys? So I have a list of true information that is being kept for my factual base, like what I believe to be the truth in between all of this nonsense, right? And that's the beauty of journalism, and that's the beauty of freedom of speech and the Act 107 of 1976, because that allows all of us to have an opinion. And together our opinions come together to break open these cases, because somewhere in between all of our stories is the truth. No one's right, no one's wrong. No one's guilty to proving guilty, yada yada. But this was important things to show you today. What I did send into the authorities was not that. No, not that. Was this information. Was the Michael Van again. They wanted to see where it came from and what I had to back it up, and I sent all that to them. No one has gone banging on anyone's door. And his case really lines up with the Ramsey case. You know, the Ramsey case, she had all the same elements on her. Had all the same elements on her, and it's still cold. But they have a lot of the same spiritual cult-like messages. And that's the box that is, right next to Michael. I call him Michael. So maybe, hopefully, that's Michael with the heart on his head. For those of you that don't see anything, they're all the same people, and they're all marked the same way. It will be very interesting, you guys, to see how people respond on YouTube, who's going to take a break, who's going to back off, who's going to take their foot off the pedal, and where's everyone going, and what is everyone really doing. It's very, we don't really know the truth of anything. We don't know anything. Ernie may not even be in jail. We don't know anything. All right, you guys. Little Michael Van. This is what happened to his photos. You could almost see other people showing up behind his picture, because that's how much these are changing. Like, if you look at this picture, it looks like it's evolving, right? Like something's showing up in the middle of his forehead. The heck? I gotta grab his photo. Let me see if I have it in I don't think I have it in. Hold on. What is going on with his picture? I'm going to crop it and see what happens. Copy. Let me see something. But this is a very big conversation right now, is this, because it's whatever case decides to really step up to the plate and speak out loud and tell their truth will be the one that's going to break up in all these cases. Yeah, something's changing. I think that we should keep this. It's a heart. That's a heart coming out of his head. You guys, this freaking case, these cases are just driving us bonkers. And if you think for a second that he's not with Summer Moon Wells, look at the heart coming out of his head. What's showing up above his head? Let me crop the other one and see what happens. Oh my God, you guys want to know what I just noticed? You know how Summer in the back of the car, there's like a little nose or something coming out of the box? Look at by Michael's, on this one, look at by Michael's neck. It's kind of like the same thing. I wonder if it's because if that is Michael, I don't know. Let me see if that lines up with the nose coming out of the box. Car ride. Summer car. Let's see. I want to find it. Let's see if this one. Not that one. They're all so different. All of the photos of her in the car now, there none of them match each other. It's the craziest thing. Like, they're all like, you would think that they come from different children, different days, different situation. There's nothing matches. Like, look at this picture I have of Summer in the car. This is the photo I have. That's what her car photo has changed to. Wait, I'm trying to find the one with the little box sticking out. Like the original. I may not even have one that shows that. Let me see. I'm waiting, I'm looking. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, sort of here. See, that was the nose, that little pink thing. I really do seriously believe they intertwine them all. They just intertwine them all. This is a really weird photo. See, the more you move it, it's really strange. The more you move it, the more it changes. All right. All right, it's funny, I know that this other guy uses this spirit box, but he like makes up his own words that it says. It's not saying anything. Like you have to literally, to use a spirit box, you kind of really have to understand what it said. You don't guess it. So if you don't understand what it said, then then it didn't say anything is basically what I'm saying. Right? If you guys have any photos that show animal cruelty, please send it to info@wcanetwork.com. I'm putting together my presentation for PETA. Because I see a lot of animal cruelty within this cult-like thing that's going on. All right, we're going to put on the miracle box just for shits and giggles, because it does work well after I have a really good presentation. Because the truth is, I have good presentations when I'm being guided the correct way. I have to be guided through it, or I would never say anything. And nothing would come through, right? But I'm definitely guided through what I'm doing each and every day in each moment. And that's for sure. Let me put this photo up. See, even here, let me get rid of this thing. And in the picture of Summer's last basically photo, that she's with this little girl whose mom is in the picture with the people we know, and no one has asked her how Summer was the night before. Has all the junk in the back too. I'm going to turn on the spirit box, and that's how we will end this live today. Okay. Summer Moon. Do we have Summer Moon spirit here? Do we have Summer Moon here? She's here. Hi, Summer Moon. Do you see the screen? Is that you? Is that you? Summer, are you there? Do you have a message? Where are you, Summer Moon? Julia. Is that Julia? You bet. Where is Julia? Do you know her mom? You bet she's with the animals. She's with the animals. Are you with the animals? Are you with the animals? Do you know Julia's mom? Yeah, right. So Julia's with the animals. Julia's with the animals? Are you by your house? Do you have a last message for us? I think I know what it said, but I'm not going to repeat it. What is your message? Tell us where. Julia. They know how to get her. They know how to get her. Is she with her mom? Snake house? By the snake house? Okay, well, it's very, very talkative. There's just certain things that stay consistent. That's for sure. Oh, you know what? I have to fill. I wonder if I should do this live. Let's see. I don't have my, this time, here, I'll show you. This time my candles So I'll show you. I boosted it up. They're $45 to support. Anyway, you guys, this is what I'm going to show you right now, how I fill them, since I have time. But this will be, if anyone doesn't want to listen to this part, this will be the end of today's live. I'm going to show you what I put in here to make the little memory things. Wait, I'll show you what it looks like. So they look like this. They're filled with the ingredients that I mixed up during channeling and during the week that I worked on particular information with Summer Moon Wells. And then it is covered with wax, all organic soy wax, and stays that way in sets. So you put it on your counter, you keep it as remembrance to remembering and sending light and love to the Summer Wells missing children. To the Summer Wells missing children. That's what we do. And if anyone would like to purchase one, or which would really quite help support the channel, and thank you guys for the super chats, those who sent them, that would be wonderful. WCIAnetwork.com. And I will be here again tomorrow unless something amazing happens before the end of the day, which would be great. Pay attention and stay away from the drama. Stay away from the excuses. Stay away from the channels that are backpedaling and trying to get themselves out of a messy, sticky situation. Because no one should be getting themselves out of a messy, sticky situation. Because it's all about finding the missing children. It's all about finding those Summer Wells missing children. That's what it's about. If you have any photos to send me, I like doing this when I'm talking. If you have any photos to send me that show animal cruelty throughout this case, please email it to me at info@wcianetwork.com. I am putting together a little presentation for PETA. So that is super important. I have a handful of them, and if we could get their support, then I don't have to wait for the support of the TBI, because then they could come in with their own warrant for the simple fact that there is animal cruelty across the board and across the farms. I know which one I need them to go into, you know. On that note, thank you guys. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you again next time. Good night, guys.